I don't do this thing. I don't do follow for follow. So like my people, I'll follow my people. Now I don't all the time know who's following me because there are a lot of people following me. I can't keep up with that. I can't. So if somebody asks me to follow them and they my people, oh, I'll follow them, no problem. But this follow for follow where you want me to follow you but you actually don't post on your page, why am I following you? For what reason? And that goes for TikTok. That goes for Instagram. I try to make it so, especially social media. Well, I guess not especially, but social media. Like when I'm scrolling Instagram, this is why I unfollowed all but one blog. Because I don't want to get on social media and all I'm seeing constantly over and over and over is mess and gossip and drama. I don't want to see that. So I unfollowed all but one blog and even their stuff. If I see mess, I just hurry and keep on scrolling. I try to make it so that when I get on social media and I'm scrolling, the things that I see are positive. And I'm not saying everything got to be, wrapped in a nice package and with a red bow on top. But I'm just saying there are people who post consistently, or I follow people who are inspiring to me, whether it's their content or just the life they live. Like, those are the type of people I'm following. I'm not interested in following you and you don't even post anything. And the things you do post don't interest me. Don't move me. Okay? Why do y'all be posting? Why do people be putting me in their close friends to post themselves eating chicken? I promise you the masses don't care. They're not even looking. You didn't need to put me in your close friends, and you didn't need to put that in close friends at all. But since you're here, post something relevant. You don't need to post. Like, why are you trying to be so mysterious and inconspicuous? Nobody cares, girl. Eat that dry chicken. We literally don't care. Every time I post, the people who I see never engage immediately get unfollowed. It's weird. It's weird. It's very strange. Especially like, when you're on your Instagram stories and it's like every time you post, it's always like the same, handful of folks that always watch your stuff before anybody else. Like, maybe you must got my notifications or something turned on and that's cool. But how come you always in my stories but you never in my likes or my comments when I actually post on my page? I know you like the content because you always the first person looking at something when I post on my stories. I've really gotten away from even worrying about that too much because, listen, you're here. I'm just not there. I'm just not going to watch you. I'm just not going to follow you because you don't even have anything going on that I want to see. Yeah. That little salad didn't do it. I'm still a little hungry. Okay, let me give y'all one more thing for the people coming in on YouTube that don't know what we're talking about. So we're talking about things that have been done a certain way for so long, and millennials or any generation saying, yeah, I'm not doing it. Not only because I just don't want to do it, but it don't make sense. I know it's been done that way for forever, but it's pointless. When my girl get paid, I'm gonna send you some gifts. People be trying to be funny and the shit don't even be a key. It's just weird behavior. Thank you, Gabby. Good morning from Germany. I'm trying to think of one more thing before I move on to the next thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. Where's my other phone at? Matter of fact. Oh, right here. Let's see. One more thing that I don't be doing, even though it's been done that way for so long. I mean, this one is kind of controversial. I don't mind being the source of controversy. And there are conflicting, and I'm not mad at anybody's stance on this. Do what works best for you, boo. Okay, you do what works for you, because I'm damn sure gonna do what works best for Joy. I do not see the point of dressing up to go to the airport. I'm literally finna get on this plane, ball up my legs, and go to sleep. I am wearing my scarf. I do have my hood on with my hoodie. And I probably got on socks and some Yeezys. I don't care. Because I'm not going to where I'm going to see the people that I'm seeing in the airport or on the plane. I literally don't care about y'all. I promise you. I don't care about you. But when I get to where I'm supposed to be, I'm gonna be in tip-top shape. Hold on, y'all. We gotta block some people, some weirdos. Let's see. How did I do it? There we go. All right, I think we got all the weirdos out. If anybody else wants to say anything weird, feel free to join the rest of them. As you can see, the count went right on down because I knocked them right on out. I just don't care. And I'm not mad at anybody who, ooh, this phone about to die. I'm not mad at anybody that puts their airport outfit together. And I'm not saying every time. Like sometimes, yeah, I might go with a fit on. It depends on where I'm going and what I'm doing. But particularly when I'm going home, like I go home on a Thursday. And I fly out of Orlando at 9 o'clock in the morning and get to Richmond at 11. All my family is at work. I'm literally finna leave the airport and go to my mama's house and lay down. I'm not worried about putting no real clothes on. I damn sure don't want my hair out. No. Large family gatherings with family I don't really know or like. Okay. Or when people get married. When people get married and like, why I gotta invite cousin Junebug that I saw one time when I was 4? I want to invite people that, like, you know, are close to the relationship and, you know, have seen me blossom and grow into a wife. I ain't trying to invite the whole family tree just because we family. That don't make sense to me. That just don't make no sense to me. It don't. Okay, well, that's enough on that. Anybody got anything else they want to discuss? The new year coming up. How we feeling? What we thinking? Anybody got any New Year's resolutions or goals? So let me tell y'all one of the things that I'm working on, actually as we speak, for 2025 is I want the content to completely what? I want to completely, like, I want every single cent that enters my account to be based on content. And I want it to, like, the growth that I want to have in 2025, like every year I see things progressing and growing and getting bigger and me getting better as far as, you know, being an influencer. And there is a difference. Like, what do y'all think the difference is? While I'm telling y'all this, what do y'all think the difference is between an influencer and a content creator? Because I don't see them as mutually exclusive. You can be one and not be the other. Or you can be both. But I like to refer to myself as an influencer. I do create content, so like I could be both. But I really want 2025 to be the year that I kind of like really hit that level and just really ride. I'm talking about ride. You know what I'm saying? I am scouting for an editor. I'm hoping this one particular editor gets back with me. It is before the holiday, but it's still a kind of weekday. Maybe they'll get back to me this week. I want an editor, and I also need to. What are you trying to influence? Well, I'm not trying. I am. I have over 88,000 followers across 3 different social media platforms. And so I just want to keep growing. I want the deals to get bigger, the brands to get better, okay? The money to get longer. Hallelujah. And amen, okay? And if it's anybody wondering, like, you know, how to grow your social media, all of the things, there is a series on my YouTube channel. It's called 30 Days of 30 Days of Content Tip Series. It's 30 tips in the month of December. All 30 tips are not posted, of course, but all 30 tips will be posted by the 31st of this month. And I give you examples of, I wish I could, child. I give you examples throughout those videos, and I made them short, sweet, and to the point, y'all, okay? 7 minutes at the most, okay? And 7 minutes or less. Most of them like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. But I give you examples in those videos of what I did as I was growing into an influencer and growing a large community of people. But anyway, yeah, I'm just really excited for 2025. I got 2 contracts that I'm going to be working on in the new year. And I want to get, it's really not the amount of contracts that I want. It's really the amount of money. That's what's important. And don't think you got to have no ton of followers. You do not have to have no ton of followers, because the contract that I just signed today, I signed based on my YouTube channel. Like when I started to upload the 30 Days of Content Tips, they saw it, they reached out, and they extended a contract. And it's a long contract, it's a year-long contract. And it's good money. So don't think you got to have no ton of followers. You just got to show up and be present. What do I focus on? What topics do you like to cover? So when people say, what's your niche? Me. I'm the niche. And I mean that quite literally. Anything that has to do with me and my life and what I got going on at the moment, I post about it. I talk about it. For example, Thanksgiving weekend, a short that I posted on YouTube is going viral about not going home for my family, not feeling bad, wanting to rest, so on and so forth. I've had viral videos on Instagram, TikTok, like every platform I've been on, I've had a viral moment or a few viral moments. So I do a couple of different series. I do a series on making my house a home. I moved into this apartment about 7 months ago, and so I just been doing little things as I've been growing into the space of making my house a home. I do another series called 30 Something and Single. That's everybody's favorite, mine too, where I talk about dating, you know, what it's like to be single at 38, how I maneuver different things in life, whether it's like something simple like taking out the trash or getting my car maintenance done, or, you know, having to move the couch by myself, hang my curtains on my own, that sort of thing. And so I think because my content is so relatable, people gravitate to it regardless of what platform I'm on. I might have to like change up how I speak to each audience on each platform, but people gravitate to what I'm talking about because they can relate to it. Everybody's been single at some point. You know, as if you're a woman, everybody has had to unfortunately take out our own trash, or just the desire to sometimes not even, I don't want to, like, sometimes I just need a man in the premises. I need him around. Prime example, I went to get my oil changed. Okay? I went to get my oil change, and you know, anytime you take your car in for something, they finna tell you a long laundry list of things that you need in addition to getting your oil change. Carburetor, generator, ruberator. They gonna figure out a rater to tell you need to get replaced. I'm standing at the counter thinking I'm gonna stand at the counter and pay for my oil change. And this man starts saying, oh, well, you need to get this change, and you probably need to get that change too. It'll be good to change them both together, and we can go ahead and change them right now. You know, it won't take but maybe 5 or 10 minutes to change them for you. It's going to be, I think one was like an extra $99, and the other one was like an extra $119. And I was like, dang. The oil change already, you know, $100. Now you want me to pay $119 for this, another $100 for that? And there was a man standing right beside me, and he simply said, "It sounds like you're trying to get over on that lady." I didn't even know the man was. It was me at the counter with one person, and this white guy sitting at the counter with the other person. I'm paying for my stuff, and he paying for his. And he literally just spoke to the guy that I was dealing with and said, "It sounds like you're trying to get over on that lady." And I was shocked because I didn't even think nobody else was paying attention or listening. And so I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked back at the guy, and the guy looked at him, and I looked back at the guy. And the guy kind of, like, you could tell his face was flushing a little bit. So he got to clicking on that computer. He got to clicking on that computer. And he's like, "Okay, we just going to go ahead and do your oil change today. It's fine if you take care of the rest the next time you come back for an oil change. It won't be a problem." And he rang me up. And it was just that simple. All it took was for another man just to speak up on my behalf. That's what I mean when I say sometimes it's just good to have a man around. It's just good for a man to be in the premise. He ain't got to be my man. He ain't got to be somebody I'm interested in or interested in me. I just need a man just to be a man sometimes. That's all. Ain't nothing else to it. Thank you. That's all. Now, I would like for my man to come on, hold down the fort and take care of them things. But in the meantime, okay? I'm even appreciative of little things like me going in the gas station or going in the store. Now, usually, stores you go in, Target or what's another store? The grocery store or the pharmacy or something. Everybody got the sliding doors, so nobody really got to hold your door open. But y'all know I love Wawa. That's one of my dream collaborations of 2025. It's Wawa. But y'all know I love Wawa. And when you go in Wawa, or probably any gas station, you have to open the door to go in. And so when I'm walking to a door, and I see a man see me coming, and he come out the door and stand there and hold the door at attention for me just because I'm a woman, like, I just like gestures like that. I just like that type of stuff. You need a man on dial sometimes. What you mean? On dial? Dial for what? What you talking about? But yeah, I actually had some car trouble in November. And I ended up having to call my mechanic. Now, if y'all don't know, I'm in Orlando, Florida. My car got to messing up on me in November. And I had to call my mechanic in Atlanta, Georgia. Because I don't know nobody here that I could call and ask, "Hey, what's going on with my vehicle? What do I do? Who do I take it to?" I don't know who I can trust with my car. Because it's just nice to have a man that you can call for certain things sometimes. Now, I can always call my daddy. But my daddy is in Baltimore, Maryland. He can't help me all the way down here in Orlando, Florida. I need somebody right here, right now to help me do some things. Okay? Thank you. Whew. Y'all, I got so much work to do. We ain't gonna be on here too much longer. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock. We can get off at 8:30. So y'all got me for 30 more minutes. Y'all got me for 30 more minutes. So whatever else y'all want to talk about on Talk to Me Tuesday, drop them in the comments. I keep looking at my hair. So my birthday is Sunday. Y'all know I be making my appointments at the last minute because I be trying to decide, do I really want to go? And if I do want to go, do I really want to go at that time? But I'm probably going to go ahead and make my hair appointment for Saturday. Ooh, I got to see if they working. Since technically, are people, I don't know if people working or not, child. That's the other thing, child. Like, listen. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow because I don't want to miss getting my hair done. Yeah, so only thing I'm doing for my birthday is nothing wrong with the opposite sex helping out with no strings attached. Exactly. And it got to be no strings for me. Because you mess around trying to have strings with me and I'm going to tie your ass in a knot. Okay? But I need to get my hair washed, and I just want to get like the ends cut. I want to get which the ends actually look kind of good, but I just want to get, you know, a nice wash, a dusting on the ends, and pressed out and curled. I'm taking myself to a French food tasting on Sunday at the wine bar that I really like. So I'm excited about that. Oh, I need to. It just reminds me, I didn't even buy the ticket for it. I got all these plans, ain't got ticket to damn first. You laughing? I'm serious. Don't be trying to have no strings with me, baby. I'm tied in a knot. Please free me. Well, don't hold your breath. But yeah, like, listen, I know we said we was all for the things that people do but it's really unnecessary. Them baby hairs is unnecessary. And I don't hate to be the one to tell y'all. I want to be the one to tell you loud and clear. Stop baby hairs, please. They're unnecessary because your baby hair actually isn't baby hair, babes. They're broken edges. Okay? You keep getting them tight ass braids. Okay? You keep getting them knotless and you keep flinging them, swinging them, and it's literally just pulling. It's just pulling. It's just pulling. You keep getting them wigs laid, that glue snatching off your edges. Let the edges go in 2025, please. And let the baby hairs breathe. Okay? I be going to get my hair done. Usually I go to somebody who knows I don't do baby hairs. But if I'm sitting in the chair and it's somebody new and they get there, I be like, I don't do baby hair. Nope. When I leave out the salon, and now when I say baby hair, like they might take this, and this is when I first get my hair done. They might take this little part right here and maybe like put a little hold something on her and lay her down a little more flat. That I don't mind. But a whole little, you know, swoop me down and slick me up, please don't. Please don't do that to my hair. Okay, I have all my edges. Okay, ain't nothing broke off over here. All this, look at this. People actually cut this so they can make an edge. This is hair. It is supposed to grow there. What are y'all doing? Let that baby hair go. It's not necessary. Baby hair used to be something that actually babies had because their hair was growing in and so it was short around the edge. And then people start wearing them wigs and getting their hair broke off, and then they start wearing baby hair. And I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And maybe it wouldn't be so bad if people didn't overdo them. But y'all be having baby hairs all the way up in your eyebrow. It's not a baby. It's a full-grown adult. Let it go. Okay? Thank y'all for the likes on YouTube. I've been saving the lives to my YouTube, and I go in and I timestamp everything like what I talked about. So if you want to go back and watch a live, if you ever miss one, you can go to YouTube and watch it. But when I first went live on here tonight, I decided that I was going to try something different. I'm still learning YouTube. So I'm trying all sorts of things until I get a real good rhythm. Okay? With live now, I realize if I go live, it's best that I go live vertically. If anybody is trying to do YouTube, like the girls keep on saying on Threads, if you want to do YouTube, okay, this is and see what works for your audience. But I can tell you with mine, if I go live, my audience wants me vertical. They do not want me horizontal. 16 by 9, no, it needs to be 9 by 16. Likely because they're scrolling me on their phone, so to have to turn the phone and flip me and watch me is something they just won't do. Thank you for sharing the nuggets. You're welcome. You should put the cameras next to each other so it doesn't look like you're looking in two different places. And that is a bar. I like that idea. Thank you. That actually makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. She said, or he said, put the cameras together so it looks like you're looking at one place and not back and forth. Why didn't I think about that? Stuff like that. We're learning. I'm learning because I'm usually not live in two different places. Usually I'm just live on TikTok. I never go live on Instagram. That was another question I was going to ask y'all. That's what we can talk about until I get off of here. How do y'all feel about Instagram? How y'all feeling about the gram? I really want to take this plate into my kitchen. How y'all feeling about Instagram? And the reason I'm asking is because I think people are really starting to come to terms with the fact that this TikTok ban is for real. Like, this looks like it's actually gonna happen. And I'm so glad that I was proactive and I started posting it back on my YouTube channel in September of this year. Okay. And I don't remember how many followers I had when I started posting in September. But I know for sure when I was posting Thanksgiving weekend, I had like 350 something. And I'm at like 5,400 now. So start now. Eventually, the time will pass. The followers will be there. So start now. But how y'all feeling about Instagram? Because now that the girls really realize that TikTok is going to go away, they're like, oh my gosh, where are we going? Where are we sending our followers? What are we going to do? Where are we moving? Are we going to another platform? Are we going to Lemonade? I don't like Lemonade. Lemonade, first of all, is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is the parent company that runs TikTok. They also run Lemonade and CapCut. So it is my thinking that eventually all of them apps you're not going to be able to access because they're owned by ByteDance, the Chinese parent company. That's number one. Number two, I personally don't like Lemonade. Lemonade gives me Instagram and Pinterest, and I don't like Instagram that much to merge it with an app like Pinterest that I don't use at all. Okay? Very rarely do I go on Pinterest for anything. I've heard people talk about Clapper and what's the other one? Nonsense or something with an N. And listen, let me tell y'all where y'all can find me. And I've said it in every single 30 days of content tip video at the end. Instagram, YouTube, and Fanbase. That is the Black-owned app where you can also monetize. I know Snapchat announced today that you can monetize on there now. I never was a Snapchat user. YouTube is the future. I don't use Insta. I can't stand it. You look like my cousin. Your eyes are so pretty. Thank you. I'm not excited about the ban. Honestly, I hate IG. Hey, Eve. IG is my preferred app. Really? On TikTok now, I see people I have blocked on IG. That's funny. Yeah, Instagram just gives me the ick. Like, it's something about that app that just is so cringy. And I think it's a couple of things that go into that. For me, I feel like, because I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel like for me, Instagram feels cringy because it's like a spectation. It's like everybody is just watching, just spectating, just watching you on stage. Nobody's clapping, cheering, looking, listening, asking. They don't care. And I feel like stories is better on Instagram than your actual post, because you don't see people that you post. You don't actually see their post. If you do, you see it eons later. And the app itself just isn't enjoyable. I also think I think Instagram already felt that way. And part of what made Instagram feel even more icky was getting on TikTok and seeing how well the app worked. Because now it's hiked my standard. Like, TikTok has raised the bar so much that when I get on Instagram, baby, you're falling flat. You are coming up extremely short. Simple things. Why I can't fast forward the reel? I don't want to watch you ramble for the first 30 seconds of the video. So never mind. I don't want to watch it at all. Let's see. Why you hate your natural eyes? Why you use contacts? Who said that I hate my natural eyes? If I had weave in, does that mean I hate my natural hair? If I had nail tips on, does that mean I actually hate my nails? If I shape my eyebrows, does that mean I actually don't like the natural eyebrows that I have? If I put on a lash strip, do I not like the lashes that I was born with? Or do I just want to enhance it because that's what I like? Okay. Also, stream boys, stay out of women's business. Unless you want me to tell you how to do all of the things that I just talked about, Miss Girl. Okay. I agree. Insta's all about the looks. It's a facade. Could you yell a little louder, please? I feel like you're trying to be funny. Knock you out. She robbed her own natural beauty. She changed her eye color, wig, instead of natural hair. This is all my hair. It is growing from my nappy scalp. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. You in here telling me about blasphemy and God. Found a church, baby, and get in the pulpit and tell them. You don't tell me anything about the Lord on my live. Have a nice night. Why people being so rude? I don't know. The YouTube comments, I think just because it's not as focused. Like if I go live on TikTok, my people come in my live. If I go live on YouTube, it seems like a smorgasbord of people who can just come in my live. Old, young, you know, I know the people young when they come in and they say, "Can you give me a shout out? Can you shout me out?" What the fuck do you get from that? What do you get from that? What does that do for you? Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying, y'all, because that got me off. Oh, we talking about Instagram. What's Fanbase? Yeah, Fanbase is the black-owned app. You can monetize on there. It's the founder is Isaac Hayes. He's the son of the late Isaac Hayes, a musician. I'm still trying to learn that app. Now, what I will say is that app will continue to get better as time goes on. Like, I know one of the features that they have for 2025 is called Streak, which is essentially Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky feature. Literally, who run these social media apps for real? Like, who makes the content that's the most enjoyable, that goes the most viral, that is imitated and mimicked the most? It's us. And so the reason that Isaac created this Fanbase app is because not only can you come on the platform, anybody, and monetize regardless of how many followers you have, but you can also buy stock in the company. You can buy shares in the company. So like when Meta blows up and Twitter blows up and Blue Sky blows up and all these users on the platform that make the platform what it is, they have no stake in the game. The only people who get rich are the billionaires and the people on the board. Okay? The Silicon Valley folks that knew that it was being traded and they bought stocks. But with Fanbase, he makes it available, and he continues to openly speak about how to invest in Fanbase. Not only so the platform can grow, get more money, get bigger, and make better features and upgrades, but so when the app blows up, you don't just blow up on a platform where you don't have no stock. You get to grow with it too. I love that. I think that's necessary for our community. Yeah, so Instagram is cringy. People were talking about, I know they started the trial reels thing this week, which I think is just the dumbest thing ever. I actually haven't posted on Instagram since Thanksgiving when I posted that same video that blew up on YouTube. I'm just too busy with brand stuff for the month of December. Like everybody got like trying to squeeze out the last little bit of what they can get. And because Christmas is essentially a week away from tomorrow, everybody wants everything done by next week because they people probably ain't even going to be in the office working next week. So I got now 4 videos that I have to do tomorrow. Shoot, edit, send, see if any, it's a lot. So I'm not even worried about posting on any of my platforms. To be honest, if I post them, I post them. If I don't, I don't. But in January, because my friend had asked me, like, well, what happened to making my house a home? Ain't nothing happened to it. It's not going anywhere. But like, while I'm making the house a home, I want to enjoy the house a little bit. You know? So yeah, all of my content at the name of the app is called Fanbase. 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 It's a purple app in the App Store. Again, like I said, everybody can monetize on that app. And how you monetize is regardless of how many followers you have, if you like, you can go, so they have a lot of features that are reminiscent of other platforms. So for example, that streak feature that I mentioned, that's going to be like the Twitter, the Blue Sky, the Threads, that is being implemented in 2025. But they also have, you can post single photos like on Instagram. You can post videos like Reels and TikToks. You can go live. You can go in audio rooms. That's from Clubhouse. And anytime you do anything, if somebody sends you a heart, it's called a love. You have to pay for the love. So like a pack of 100 loves might be like $10. So you got that $10 and you can spend that $10 however you want. Somebody says something that you like, you can give them a love. If somebody posted a video you like, you can give them a love. So on and so forth. And so everybody is able to buy loves and give love. So people, that's how people are monetizing on the platform. And how they do the split is, or how they do the payout is, and this is the most fair that I've seen across any social media platform. Because when we, like that girl, I can't remember her name, but that girl that made all that money, everybody was talking about she made all that money on OnlyFans. Like she made more money than like NBA players. If she took that home, what you think the platform took? Guarantee it was more than her. But on Fanbase, it's a 50-50 split. So if you make $50, you take 25 and the app take 25. Fanbase, yep. I have joined it. I'm on there. My name is the same. It was always Joy. Y'all know my name gonna be the same on every platform. Hey, I'm just seeing somebody say hey to me. I'm just scrolling down. I didn't see the comments. Yeah, Fanbase. Oh, Gabby was saying you're not excited about the ban because you hate Instagram. Yeah, it's just cringy to me. But I'm focusing my efforts on YouTube. And there's been some speculation about, is Donald Trump going to save TikTok? He had grown actually, like he grew really quickly on TikTok. And it's the thing. Y'all so scared of TikTok getting all this information. It's a security issue. Wop, 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 wop. But Trump and the Vice President, Kamala Harris, love you down, my good sis. But both of them had TikTok accounts during the election. So is the app really all that bad? Or do you just know that the influence that the app has? And that's really why it's bad. Let's see. I want your opinion on some things. The chat didn't have enough characters for me. So my question is, would you prefer DMs or email? I prefer you put it in the chat, because I'm not going to answer it anywhere else. So Donald Trump grew really quickly on TikTok during the election. I think he had gained like 20 million followers or something within a short amount of time. And we know him to be ego driven. And so I think that boosted his ego enough that he now, I've got a soft spot. I've got a soft spot for TikTok. My son told me, my son Baron told me, I got a soft spot for. So he was asked in the press conference that he did when he was asked about them drones that he said the government know about. But he was asked, would he save TikTok? And he didn't really say that he would, but he didn't say that he would. He just said that he had a soft spot for TikTok. The thing about it is, Donald Trump started this madness. Okay? If we take it back to 2020, 2021, when COVID was at a height and TikTok was at a height, remember people used to just be on TikTok just dancing, just making up dances, shucking and jiving on this damn app all the time. Donald Trump was the one that initiated that TikTok was the enemy and that TikTok needed to be. Donald Trump started this mess. And so that got the ball rolling. It went into legislation. And now it's going to be banned on the 19th. So for him to now try to come back and double down and be like, well, he didn't get a soft spot. You didn't have that soft spot 3 or 4 years ago, sir. You didn't. You didn't at all. We know how he feels about people of Asian descent. And how he is just very negative about anything Asian based or anything that comes from that region of the world. So, to try to act like now you're going to come in and save something that you set on fire yourself is crazy. It's wild. It's crazy. But I'm really so what I was going to say is, let's just say by chance, TikTok doesn't get banned and she stays around. I have already seen my best days with TikTok, I believe. Now, I did start a new TikTok page. It's in my bio if you're watching me on TikTok. It's in my bio. And I didn't put the cameras together, but I will for the next live. So thank you to whoever gave me that suggestion. But it is nicer that I got it closer now. Hold on. That's better. Let's just say she sticks around. I already made another page because my other page, my main page where I have over 63,000 followers, she's suppressing me hard, heavy. I didn't want to delete the page because a lot of the deals that I've gotten have come from that page, and I still have a contract with a brand that still uses that page to run their ads on, so I have to leave it up. But I did say that, you know, I'm not going to put too much effort into it at this moment in time. But should she be able to stick around, I'm going to go ahead and try to grow a new page and see how that goes. But my focus is going to be this YouTube. My focus is going to be YouTube in 2025. You know, as much as Instagram has changed over the years, TikTok came in like a thief in the night. You know, Twitter was taken over by, I don't even know what to call that, man. Blue Sky has now popped up. As much as all of those things have happened, YouTube has been the most consistent. She's always been who she's going to be. She told us from the jump who she was, and she has stayed true to that. And so I think that if I want longevity in the social media space, I have to prioritize YouTube. It's the only thing that makes sense. Because while everybody's talking about, do I go here? Do I go there? Everybody is talking about the consistency of YouTube. Now, what I will say about that is YouTube is a lot more work. Hey, CJ, thank you for subscribing. You forgot to say beautiful. Somebody here said you dark. You forgot to say fine as fuck. Okay. Somebody said something weird. I'm not even going to read all of it. And this is what I mean about, like, that's the only thing about YouTube is that it's like a smorgasbord of people who can come in my lives who find me. And I don't know if they're kids or they're just like adults living in their mama basement and they don't have no life to come in here and leave weird stuff. Like, of course, it'd be like on TikTok, I feel like if I deal with weird stuff, it would be me and coming in and just making, you know, comments about my body type or things like that, how I look physically. But over here on YouTube, it's just weird stuff like, you know, can I sniff your chair? And, you know, you're dark. It, like, just child. TikTok is bringing in Europe countries now, I heard. It's some in the EU. Was it somebody in here Sunday or last week? They're banned in a lot of places. Like, the United States is not going to be the only place that TikTok can't do business. They don't have it in India. For somebody was in here, I think it was Sunday, saying that it's not in India for security reasons. It's places in the EU that is not available. It's not available in Australia, or at least TikTok shop not available. Like, it's plenty of other places that they're not available. Now, what they've said is that how TikTok uses their algorithm, they have been able to astronomically advance their AI over all other countries in the world. And that is really the reason that it's deemed a security issue. And I would believe it, because that algorithm, I seen somebody in the comments today say the algorithm be knowing you. Somebody asked, what did they ask? They said, can somebody please explain to me why everybody is panicking if TikTok is getting banned? You can just put the content on IG. And they were saying, I'm asking as somebody who's never used TikTok. And they were like, it's not the same. And oh darn, what was the comment? I was just about to tell it to y'all. Shoot, hold on, my brain going a mile a minute. Hold on. Darn. Oh, the TikTok algorithm know you better than you know yourself. And if you ever been scrolling on TikTok, you know that is a fact. Okay? Well, you know, I'm from Anchorage. I don't know if I said that way. The clocks tick a little differently here. You won't be able to do anything anyway. But it's not just about dancing. It's also like that. I also go live on TikTok. Yeah, like back in the day, like back in like when the pandemic first started here in the US, which was like 2020, people just used to be on TikTok dancing. At least that's the only thing I knew it for. I do think it's really gonna shut down, yeah. And I think that it's really gonna shut down. TikTok was trying to fight it. You know, they did all the appeals. They asked for the stay of the ban and all this and the third. But if you need your content, like if you've been posting content on TikTok and you need to download that content, you can go on your page now and download all of your videos without their watermark. They took off that feature so you can download everything you need without their watermark. Because they don't plan, they're not going to sell. They're not going to sell. They've already said that. They're not going to sell. Somebody said they was willing to buy TikTok, but TikTok said they was only selling it without the algorithm. Well, TikTok without the algorithm is just Instagram. No thanks. Yeah, now that was something I saw of this, I don't know what it was, but this guy I saw who he has like 1 million followers on TikTok, and he was saying like he make just from TikTok, I want to say he make like 5,000 or 6,000 a month. That seems kind of low for him. But anyway, he was saying he was really going to miss the app, but he was like, I have to be honest though, there's been a lot of things as of late that I'm not happy about with TikTok. Like for one, and I said this as well, the whole TikTok shop thing, I think it's out of control. To me, TikTok shop became of online Five Below. Cause what is all them knickknacks and stuff that y'all selling at being Family Dollar? What are y'all doing? I don't like that. And you keep scrolling and that's all you see. Somebody trying to sell you, a plastic phone holder and tell you why it's the greatest thing ever and you have to buy it right now. You can get 50%. Like it's giving Five Below on TikTok. I don't like it either. Another thing he said is that the issue of people having a large following, but TikTok working so hard for the FYP that the people who are actually following them don't see them. So yeah, it's great for people who want to be discovered or who have new fresh content to put on TikTok to be on the FYP. But if you inundate people's FYP with all new stuff and you never show them the people they actually follow, it becomes unenjoyable. In addition to that, what happens is the creators who do have a large following, who should be getting a certain amount of views just simply based on their following, aren't. That's what happened to me. So why is somebody who, like he was saying, I got 1.5 million followers. Why am I having a video that's barely touching 10,000? Even if it's a horrible trash video, based on the number of followers I have, more people should be seeing it. Now I know you're not going to show it to all 1.5 mil. But I don't think asking for 0.1% of the people that follow me to be shown it. That's like this easy math. We can make this make sense. Okay, so lemonade is, I don't like lemonade. Let's see. Who else can I? Who? Anybody else want to say something weird? Go ahead and say it now. Now's your chance, because I knock all that out. Let's see. Lemonade is also owned by TikTok, but Lemonade is a totally different style app. It's not going to be an FYP like you see on TikTok. It's not going to be, long talking videos or long, enjoyable content type videos. Lemonade is more of it. When I first heard about Lemonade or got on there, I think it was last year, 2023, it was really more of a video blog. Like, people be having a little blog and they type and you read their blog. It was like a little video blog is really what it was. And it has changed its features somewhat since then. But even now, you still can only put a video that's 60 seconds or less on Lemonade. It's still very bloggy, and I don't like that. Like, I just never was a blog girl. Particularly in we get ready to be 2025, let's just say. In 2025, say what y'all want. Ain't nobody reading all that. I don't even understand why people make posts on Instagram with this long caption. Nobody's reading it. You should be talking it. People have their volume on, their AirPods in. You need to be speaking that, or you need to be showing the words on the screen. I'm not finna read all that. I can already tell you get ready to be weird, so I'm gonna just mute you now. Yeah, I don't like Lemonade. And again, Lemonade is owned by ByteDance. ByteDance is the Chinese parent company that owns TikTok, Lemonade, and CapCut. So it's likely that eventually ain't none of them apps gonna be available. Which I'm sad about CapCut the most because, baby, I use CapCut. I be cutting and capping it. All of it. All my videos I make on CapCut. I don't like Instagram editing. It is a waste of time. I have taken the time to edit videos on Instagram, save it as a draft, and then it won't upload. It's some bug or something with it. And Instagram be breaking too much. Wasn't she just down last week? Then this week she got some HTML glitch in the DMs. Like it's something always wrong with her. It's something always wrong. Nothing is ever right with Instagram. Literally. People need to communicate and not reading. I mean, it's a time and a place for everything. And if Lemonade is a place where people want to do a lot of typing and blog posting, that's fine. But I don't think the masses moving from TikTok that's what they're looking for. They don't want that. They're looking for somewhere else they can find videos. Now, YouTube has the feature. They have shorts. They don't have the length of shorts like TikTok. And I think it's much more difficult. This is what I was saying earlier. It's much more difficult to be discovered on YouTube. They're just two totally different algorithms. And in addition, I'm not mad about this part. I am glad that the think piece thumping gang, okay, the people that got a think piece for everything, the people that all they do is yip yap on the internet, on TikTok, talking about everybody else, they have no content. They're not showing you anything. They're not teaching you anything. They ain't selling nothing. They aren't letting you into their lives. They're literally only on there talking about other people. I call them think piece pirates or the think piece thumpers. Them think piece folks, oh, they finna be extinct because you can get away with that nonsense on TikTok. But on these other apps, oh baby, you actually gonna have to come with some content. You can't get on YouTube and just, make a 60-second short talking about this creator and that creator and what they did and how they did it and what they said. You can't do that on nowhere else. You can do it on Instagram, but the reason you're on TikTok is nobody pays you any mind on Instagram. Okay? You're nobody over there, so you don't even want to be there anyway. So I'm really glad that kind of era of, hopefully, if TikTok get banned, that era of social media will phase out. And now I did see one of the think piece folks. Now, I would see them people on my TikTok feed and I would go ahead and just hit block. You ain't did nothing to me. You don't know me. Don't care. I don't want to see you on my timeline no more talking. I don't. So all them people was blocked. I was on YouTube the other day and I came across a YouTube short and one of the think piece thumpers that I had blocked is now doing a podcast. But the thing about it is, it's real easy to put a phone in front of your face, sit this camera up real cute, and get to talking about people. It's real easy to do that. And you ain't got to do no whole bunch of editing. You literally, all you got to do is hit post. Okay? Don't matter how you show up. It don't matter, how it sounds to it. All you got to do is hit post. That's made it easy on TikTok. But see, in order to actually do a podcast, in order to actually post content on YouTube or even on Instagram, it's gonna require some work. And you bitches don't want to do no work. Y'all just want viral moments and viral videos. You want to run your follower count up on TikTok because people like hearing you talk trash, talk mess. That ain't gonna work on no other platform. So I'm glad to see that going away. You gotta come with the content, babes, and you don't have it. TikTok streamers are going crazy right now. The Indian ladies are posting. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, they might be doing a podcast now. They won't keep up with it. And then let me tell you how I know they ain't gonna keep up with it. Because the rush of posting a video at 8 p.m. and by 10 p.m. it having 10,000 views, you don't get that rush anywhere from TikTok. YouTube and Instagram does not give you that. You lucky if you get 100 within 2 hours. Okay? You might not get no comments. You might don't get no like. They not used to that. They used to that, that kind of virality, that huge push from TikTok. But when they realize that they're not going to get that from the podcast, they're not going to get that from Instagram and YouTube, they're not going to do it no more. Those people will probably take their talent somewhere like a Blue Sky, like a Threads, Twitter, that type of thing, where they can type they think piece. Okay, and that might gain them some traction, but actually front facing content, they ain't got it. They ain't got it. It's so crazy. I see so many people. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about this. This is what I've been seeing on Threads. I'm thinking about how they say it. I'm thinking about doing YouTube. What should I do? You actually shouldn't do it. If you gotta ask me what you should get on YouTube and do, you shouldn't do it. You don't even want to do it. You just it's like right now people are in the mind of, okay, this TikTok thing started to go somewhere back in 2020, even 2021, and I wasn't on it. I thought it was foolish. I thought those people was just on there dancing. So I didn't get in on it. And now they're making money. Okay? They're making money. They got brand deals. You know, the next wave of something that come out, I'm not going to miss it. And so now that they know TikTok is going away, they're like, all right, well, where y'all going? What y'all finna do? Oh, YouTube? Bet. I'm going to YouTube. They don't realize how much work it takes to do YouTube. It's work. It's work. It's why I'm looking for an editor, because it's a lot of work. So, pop the top off of my little stylus pen. The top piece isn't a piece I used, but I would have liked it to stay on, but whatever. Is it time for me to get off of here? Where my other phone at? Hold on. 8:37. Past the time. So if nobody has anything else for Talk to Me Tuesday, I'm going to go ahead and make my exit. Oh, gosh, I got so many videos to edit. I need to go in there and get my Celsius energy drink. I'm a little bit scared to drink it, though, because the last Celsius I drank made my stomach hurt a little bit. Like, I like the Alanis. I can do the Alanis, no problem. Thank you so much. I like the Alanis, but I don't know about that Celsius. I'm going to have to sip her slow. Because I ain't trying to be in here with no stomach ache. Then I really ain't going to get nothing done. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Now, again, don't forget. Talk to Me Tuesday is next Tuesday. Come with what you want to talk about. Okay? Don't forget to follow me on YouTube. If you are interested in getting into content creation, regardless of the platform, the tips are the same. 30 Days of Content Tips is on my YouTube. Okay? Subscribe now, so as the remaining tips continue to drop on the platform, you're the first to see them. You're the first to know, so you can be the first to get started. Okay? See y'all.